Rigby hosting Blackfoot. Both teams coming off season opening wins. Trojans with the ball early and pass to Britton Barrett, and he sinks the easy 3 points. That puts them up 3-0. Then they pass to Tag Olofsson, and he gets the 3 from the right side. Rigby goes up 12-4 at this point. Broncos now pass the ball underneath to Melvin Arroyo, and he bounces it off the backboard. Broncos trail 18-6 at this point. Blackfoot would get the Trojan rebound, and then the long pass to Braden Wright for the layup. But Rigby keeps coming with threes. Pass to Wyatt Taylor. It is up and in. Rigby leads 23-10 at the end of the first, and Rigby would go on to win 67-40 over Blackfoot. Leads to the Caden Pabst layup. Moments later, Joe Bates on the run. Skies up for the finger roll. Grizzlies down 6. And then check out this pass. Easton Martin rifles it in to Bryson Uffins, who scores for Rigby. Then off the inbound, Cruz Taylor lobs it up to Bates, who taps it in for Skyline. But this night belongs to Rigby. Trojans beat the Grizz 60-45. Top two teams in 5A boys basketball meet up in a rivalry game. Does it get any better than that? This is a ride we call Sportsline, and it starts right now.
And now, Sportsline.
Welcome to this edition of Sportsline. I'm Dylan Carter. Glad as always to have you tune in and join us. The biggest high school basketball game, not only in eastern Idaho, but the entire state, was played tonight in Rigby. The Trojans, 7-1, ranked number 2 in the 5A rankings. Just ahead of them in number 1, the 8-0 Madison Bobcats. 1 versus 2 is juicy enough as it is. Throw in the fact that it's a rivalry game. I'll have some of that, please. Standing room only as the fans packed in tight to see what the Trojans could do against the Bobcats. Madison starts off strong with an inbound pass to Jaden Schwab for the quick and easy 3. Cats up 5-0. Madison passes underneath, then out to Spencer Hathaway, and he sinks a 3 to put them up 8-2. Rigby then passes it up top to the 3-point shot that is no good, but Tanoa Togiai gets the rebound and the bucket. Bobcats looking for room, and Mason McWhorter goes to the air with the jump shot for 2. Madison then finds Kyle Jackson, and he jumps up and gets the 2, putting them up 12-4. Cats trying to find somebody open. They're going to find Dawson Wills, and he's going to sink the 3 at the buzzer to end the first. And that's all the video we have. Madison goes on to win by the score of 45-42 over Rigby. For the Knights, the nice drive and scoop off the glass. And, you know, sometimes you get the home bounce even on the road. The 3 from Tag Olofsson finds its way through the basket for Rigby to tie the game at 3. Then check out the defense here by Rigby. Keegan Thompson gets the block from behind, then somehow saves it from going out of bounds. Knights strong early though. Kyle Austin takes the ball into the paint and finishes with the strong layup. Hillcrest up 5-3. Rigby on the run now. Tanoa Togiai with the fast break reverse layup. Rigby goes on to pick up the 65-48 win. Takes us back to Wednesday night. Hillcrest hosting Rigby. Keegan Thompson with the block from behind for the Trojans, but not only that, he makes a great play to save it from going out of bounds. Definitely worthy to be called top play number 1. Let's go with that. Yeah, look at that. Outstanding. That's all the time we have for this edition of Sportsline. Thank you as always for joining us. For Andrea Urban and the entire crew that makes all of this possible, I'm Dylan Carter. This is Sportsline. Thanks for finding us on our new home on Fox 5. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next Friday. Be excellent to each other. The Bobcats. Rigby Trojans hosting the Skyline Grizzlies. We start in the third quarter. Trojans up 7, looking for more. Tag Olofsson feeds Britton Barrett, who swishes in the 3. Rigby now up by 10. Grizzlies on the attack. Ethan Wilding drives and kicks into the corner where Spencer Harding is there to connect from long distance. Rigby's turn. Barrett drives the baseline and whips it out to Wyatt Taylor, who crushes the 3. Trojans back up by 10. Cruz Taylor working hard to keep the Grizzlies close. Stops and pops. The shot swirls in for Skyline. Trojans then go down low to Tanoa Togiai. Fights his way through a double team and still muscles in for the bucket. Rigby goes on to get the 62-39 win over the Grizzlies. Hillcrest also coming north to face the Trojans in Rigby. Start of the third quarter, Rigby up 38-14, but Hillcrest comes out with some fight. Kyle Austin steals the inbound pass and takes it all the way home for the Knights. Moments later, Dakota Jorgensen strokes the baseline jumper for Hillcrest. Rigby on the run now. Keegan Thompson on the break. Dishes to Wyatt Taylor for the Trojan basket. Later, Tanoa Togiai doing some work for Rigby in the post. He gets the layup for 2 more points for Rigby. Trojans show why they are the third-ranked 5A team in the state. Rigby hangs on to win big 68-38 over Hillcrest. Here are some other boys' scores we've gathered. Up to 5A. Third-ranked Rigby fell short in their rivalry game against Madison on Wednesday. Trojans welcoming conference foe Highland to town, looking to bounce back. Starting with 8 minutes left in the game, Rigby leading 44-32. Trojan Wyatt Taylor plants and shoots for 2, nothing but net there. Next, the long pass to Easton Martin, and he gets the easy 3. The lead now 51-32. Later, Rams jump shot doesn't go, but Ryan Shreve gets the put back there for Highland. And then the Rams will pass outside to Cooper Duffin. He's going to sink the 3, but it's not enough for the Rams as Rigby goes on to pick up the win 57-43.
Season wraps up for high school boys basketball. We'll have highlights from several games as teams put in some final work before the district tournaments begin next week. This is Sportsline, and it starts right now.
You're watching Sportsline on Local News 8. Local people, local news.
Welcome to this edition of Sportsline. Thanks so much for coming along and joining us. We start tonight with an intriguing matchup of a couple of boys basketball teams who have state tournament aspirations meeting up to wrap up the regular season. 17-3 Rigby hosting 14-5 Idaho Falls in a nice 5A-4A clash. Cam Conrad gets a running start and darts right through the paint to lay it in for Idaho Falls, tying the game at 2. Later, Rigby's Tanoa Togiai with the hook shot over 6'10" Paul Wilson. That puts the Trojans up by 2. Jackson Sorensen slips past a couple of defenders and scores for the Tigers. Put it back up to 4 apiece. More fine work here from Togiai down low. Another shot over the defender and in for Rigby. Then Andrew Gregerson will respond with a corner 3 for Idaho Falls. That gives the Tigers a 1-point lead. Rigby goes back to Togiai again, taking it right at Wilson and is able to muscle it up over and in. Tigers take this one, grabbing an impressive road win to end the regular season 52-48 over Rigby.
Local people, local news.
The 5A district tournament for our side of the state began tonight. Second seed Rigby hosting third seed Thunder Ridge. Opening moments, Tanoa Togiai finds Britton Barrett in the corner for 3 to open up the scoring. Moments later, Barrett finds himself wide open for another 3. Might want to cover that guy. Lawyer Driggs leading the charge for the Titans. Sets up Tyler Godfrey for Thunder Ridge's first score of the game. And check out the no-look pass down low from Togiai to Keegan Thompson. Rigby up 6. Later, Driggs will find himself some space in the paint. He drops it in for the Titans. Rigby runs away from Thunder Ridge 68-38 to open up the district tournament. Shelley, how about some extra sugar for you this Valentine's Day? A bonus sports segment when we come back. The first ticket to the boys state tournament is punched tonight. Find out who got it when Sportsline continues. Hey, welcome back. The boys state basketball tournament begins 2 weeks from tonight, and we now know at least one team that will be there. That would be the winner of tonight's 5A bout between Madison and Rigby. Bobcats are the top seed in the district, so they get to be the host for this one. Tanoa Togiai working the paint for Rigby. Trojans get on the board first. Later, Britton Barrett launches a deep 3, nothing but net. Rigby up 5-0, and then Barrett shows he can score up close as well. And one 8-0 run to start for Rigby. Madison responds. Kyle Jackson with the baseline jumper to break the ice. Then Spencer Hathaway nails a 3, a 5-0 run for Madison. Rigby, though, hangs on to win 54-44. The Trojans earn a trip to state.
You're watching Sportsline on Local News 8. Local people, local news.
Both Madison and Rigby are heading to the state basketball tournament, but they still need to figure out who is the district champ. That could be decided tonight. If the Trojans win, they're the champs. A Bobcat win forces another game on Thursday. Keegan Thompson delivers a nice pass to Noah Togiai to get the scoring started. Rigby strikes first. Madison says we can do that as well. Mason McWhorter feeding Kyle Jackson for the Bobcat score. Madison on the run this time. Jackson is the one providing the assist. Jordan Porter gives the Bobcats the lead. Later, Thompson with another great pass to Togiai. The shot doesn't fall, but Britton Barrett is there for Rigby. More from Jordan Porter. Look at this move to the basket. Gets fouled as the ball swirls in for the hoop. We're going to play one more. Madison wins 62-52. The district champ will be crowned Thursday night in Rexburg.
Left until the boys state basketball tournament. More teams earn their spots on the brackets. Find out who next on Sportsline.
You're watching Sportsline on Local News 8. Local people, local news.
A rivalry game is special enough as it is, but when it happens in a postseason situation, well, that just cranks everything up that much more. And we were treated to a few of them tonight in boys district tournament action. Madison hosting Rigby. The winner is the district champ. Trojans start out hot. Bryson Uffins hits the jumper for Rigby. Other end of the floor, Kyle Jackson working hard in the paint, puts back his own miss to get the Bobcats on the board. Defense then turns to offense for Rigby. Wyatt Taylor picks up the loose ball and two-hand jams it on the fast break. Trojans led early. Bobcats led at the end. Madison wins 46-41 to claim the district title. Both teams off to state next week.
Up next, Mountain View would take on Rigby, down 5 in the first. Camille Massad comes in off the bench, and, well, he'd get a pair with his back to the bucket. Near the end of the first, the Trojans regain some momentum, though. Britton Barrett picks off the pass, and, well, there's simply nobody between him and the rim. He finishes with the flush up top. Rigby's lead goes back to 7. On to the second quarter. Here come the Mavs. Dallin Perrin hits Josh Gillespie with a bullet pass along the baseline. He finishes with the reverse layup. Then, a little bit later on, it's Perrin and Gillespie again. Mountain View would put up a fight. I mean a fight, but in the end, they fall short. Rigby advances to face Bora in the semifinal.
A very good first day for East Idaho. 9 teams in all still in the hunt for a state championship. And all apologies to the holidays, but this might really be the most wonderful time of the year. Live from the Fort Idaho Center, I'm Dylan Carter. Andrea, back to you.
Thanks so much, Dylan. Great job. All right, let's dive into some games that we couldn't get to today. Let's get to the scores in 5A. Rigby beats Mountain View 55-50. And in 3A, Fruitland beats Snake.
Some tickets to the state tournament. Bora taking on Rigby. I showed up, Bora was down. Maybe I brought them the good juju tonight. The lightning bolt for 3. Lions down 1 later in the second.
I heard that was his first 3 of the season, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding? Wow. Ellis Magnuson, shake and bake pancakes, 2 of his 15 tonight. Bora up 32-14. How about this play from Bolt? Steal, coast to coast, and 1. And then look at this. He helps the guy that he stole the ball from. That's just savage. Austin had 24 and 11 tonight. We moved to the third. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Biggie Bergeson, the runner in the paint. The Fighting John Andersons are headed to the title game, 72-59 the final.
Second straight double-double, I believe, for Austin Bolt, by the way.
Rigby's student section ready for the 5A semifinal bout with Bora. Third quarter, Rigby down 11, but coming on strong. Tag Olafson turns on the spin cycle, gets the foul and the bucket for the three-point play. Tanoa Togiai misses his shot, but check out Bryson Uffins doing some work. Puts back the rebound for another Rigby three-point play. Bora's Ellis Magnuson responds with a hoop and harm of his own. That puts the Lions back up by 7. Later, Austin Bolt puts on a move. That's going to free up some space for the lay-in. Bora back in control. Rigby comes up short, 72-59. Trojans will play for third place on Saturday. North
On a buzzer beater by Chalice's Garrett Millick, 87-84. Now in the 4A, 5A boys all-star game. Let's get right to it. Whew. First, it's Braxton Ball from the 4A champs Idaho Falls from deep. Then Skylines Caden Pabst hits the long-range shot. Then Rigby's Wyatt Taylor. He's going to get up and throw it down for the two-handed slam. And then in the 4A champs, Calvin Bowen, 4-3 for the Tigers. Then the Rigby Trojans shoot from deep. Count the 3 by Easton Martin. Then Madison's Mason McWhorter pulls up for the three-pointer. East in the light jerseys, they beat West 117-104. All right, the three-point shooting contest. Idaho Falls' Andrew Gregerson and Kennedy Burton, they make 17 three-pointers, and they're going to take third place. Now, coming in at second is Landon Bowman from Water Springs and Maddie Burton from Idaho Falls. As a team, they made 19 three-pointers, and you think that's a lot. Coming in at first, the most ever threes made in an all-star game, 26 total threes by Rigby's Wyatt Taylor and Kennedy French. So much fun watching these two just make back-to-back-to-back shots. Absolutely outstanding. Now, let's start off with the dunk contest. Rigby's Easton Martin, he's got the one-handed slam. Then it's going to be Rigby's Caden Hall with the bounce pass and one-handed throwdown. And then we're going to keep going with these Rigby boys. Rigby's Wyatt Taylor, he goes for the two-handed slam dunk. And the winner, Madison's Kyle Jackson, under the leg, off the backboard. Thank you very much. Congratulations to Kyle Jackson for taking first place.